I think people get picked on because maybe they don't like fit in with like a certain friend group, or they're just different to people, and then maybe some people don't like people who are different.
They don't like the same thing that other people might like, and like they're unique, and it makes other people kind of maybe intimidated.
Because they might have a different belief, or they don't go with the flow. From my experience, some people get bullied because they are higher achievers.
I also think sometimes people are picked on by people that are actually sometimes quite insecure themselves. They see something in someone else that they would consider a weakness, and they'd like to exploit that.
They're jealous of how they are, and they're just, the person who gets picked on is just being who they want to be, and people don't accept that.
Yeah, I was bullied at school because I was the kid who stuck my hand up and asked for more work. I'd finished my work and I put my hand up and asked for more work. And I think other people saw that as me being a nerd or a geek or a swot or whatever it was called. And that was used against me.
It's a lot easier for somebody to fit into what's normal, and it takes a lot more for somebody to be different. And I actually see that the people that are actually coming to school and they're portraying that different side of them are actually a lot stronger than the people that are bullying them.
Bullying is definitely wrong for numerous reasons. I mean, physical bullying, of course, is you know, we shouldn't be striking anybody for any reason, any time, taking their things, pushing them about, calling people names and that sort of stuff. That sticks. People doubt themselves, people second guess themselves, people lose their confidence, people lose their desire to be involved in certain projects or involved in certain things. People are afraid to come to school, people are afraid to leave their house. It can utterly derail somebody's education. It shouldn't be happening.
Everyone should be able to feel like they can do what they like. If they like something, they shouldn't be made to feel like it's wrong. Like, everyone's different.
We have the right to be who ourselves. We should be ourselves, and we shouldn't like impress other people.
Well, it's just not very nice to make someone else's life a misery, as opposed to make yourself feel better. It's a really selfish thing to do, and I think that, you know, when you come to school, you should definitely be able to feel safe, and I know that the staff here really want to kind of provide every child with the possibility of being as safe as they can at school.
You can't single somebody out just because they're not the same as you, or they don't like the same things as you. It's not up to them to pick on you and decide that you shouldn't be happy because you're not the same as them.
If you're bullying in school, you're stopping somebody from enjoying their life at school. Because when you're internalising all that stuff, the way I dress, the way I look, the way I talk, you're not enjoying school. And I think that everybody should be able to come to school. It doesn't matter what you are, what colour you are, how you dress, anything, it doesn't matter. Everybody has the right to come to school, and they need to enjoy school. And our job as a school community is to make sure that everybody has a happy memory of school. You should not be going out of school thinking to yourself, oh my God, it was really horrific, it was traumatic for me, this guy bullied me, that guy bullied me. It should not be like that. I think that everybody, we have a duty to every student, every member of staff, to make sure they have happy memories of school.
I would definitely recommend anyone that's been bullied to speak to the anti-bullying team here at school, to speak to the brilliant behaviour mentors, to speak to heads of years, tutors, but also to know that they're not alone, and that if they spoke to friends, people in their tutor group, they're there to help.
If it does get to a certain point where it's too much to handle, then definitely tell somebody, tell like an adult or a teacher or like a close friend or something, because you shouldn't really have to stand up for it, and they don't have the right to bully you.
Sometimes when you're being bullied, like, some people might think, oh, I wasn't bullying them, it was just a joke. But if you are upset about it, you should let that person know. If they're still mean to you, you should talk to a member of staff, someone who you feel comfortable with, who you can talk to, and you know that they'll understand, and they'll give you advice and help you.
There will always be someone there, even if it's like a parent, a brother or a sister, like a teacher. Just talk to someone and tell them about how you're feeling.
Don't change yourself Don't change who you are. Get the situation changed. Don't think that you need to change to avoid the situation, because you don't. You just need to get it dealt with.
Sometimes you've got a bully, you've got a victim, and the bully needs to make sense of their behaviour, and you can only do that through conversation. So in some respects, even though you are a victim of bullying, you have a responsibility to talk to somebody about it, because you are actually might stop that from happening to somebody else.
I would never consider myself to be a bully, but I do now look back at my past with a little bit of guilt and think that I could have done more, because I definitely saw bullying going on and I was weak because I didn't intervene, and I could have put a stop to it. And I was a very respected member of the school, and I could have said, don't do that because that's wrong, and I kind of stepped back, and that wasn't really fair to the people that were being targeted. I wasn't directly bullying anyone, but it's about knowing that everybody can make a difference, and if someone stands up and says stop, that's wrong, it will have a very big impact.
If you a bully, if you do that to people and you bully people, you are somebody for a very small amount of time, a very small window of time. You are somebody, you feel like you're somebody, and everybody's behind you and you're portraying this bullying. But for a lifetime, that's going to be remembered by the person that you have bullied. And at some point in your life, it may come back to you.
There's nothing wrong with being different. If you don't fit in, then find where you do fit in.